Hello, my name is Gibson Lotz, and may you allow me to host you for a few moments because this particular video will demonstrate a well-organized load order that follows the load order structure on Bethesda.net. Also, this video will debunk myths and misconceptions about how your load order should look. Before getting into the nitty-gritty of the video, a disclaimer: all footage was captured from a PS4, so all mods that will be shown will be available for people playing Skyrim on a PS4, and many will be available if being played on Xbox or PC. Bethesda's load order guide includes 20 categories, and I made sure that each category would be found with at least one mod. So from my examples, you know what mods to put into each category. Also, my load order is merely demonstrative, and it is not the load order that I roll with. However, I plan to release a video showcasing my 100 mod load order. So with that out of the way, let's begin. The first of the 20 categories are for patches and fixes. Mods that either remove bugs from the vanilla game or Creation Club content will go here. For my example, I have selected the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch, or USSEP. USSEP is the most comprehensive bug fixing mod, and I believe that every load order should be equipped with this mod. Alright. The second category is for overhaul mods. These mods attempt to alter every line of code in the game, from graphical changes to AI enhancements, and from prick tree extensions to quest fixes. Do not place overhaul mods near the bottom unless instructed by the mod author, because overhaul mods are notorious for overwriting mods when placed incorrectly. For my example, I'm using both Dirge, the role-playing overhaul, and Wander, a weather mod. And Dirge includes obsidian and dolomite weathers. So for Wander to work as the mod author describes, Dirge will need to be placed above Wander. The third category is for quest mods. These mods, when begun, will add a quest objective in your journal. And to clarify, a dungeon mod is not a quest mod. For a quest mod to be a quest mod, the player must be given either a quest objective or quest marker. Also, for my example, I have chosen Wandering Ones, which in my opinion is the best mod for Skyrim on PS4. And if you would like to know more, best just to watch Shapeless Media's reaction. I'll be sure to provide a link.
Oh, Tyler, do you see that?
My God, that's...
Anyway, the fourth category is for weather overhaul mods. Weather mods will adjust color, temperature, and add new weather diversity. For my example, I picked Wander, a weather mod original edition, which specializes in presenting a beautiful night sky and fogging up distant mountains that bear Morrowind textures. One more thing, you should have one weather mod enabled only, except for weather mod patches. If you have more than one weather mod, the one closest to the bottom will override all the other weather mods that you may have enabled. Before getting into the fifth category, I need to talk about player home mods, because none of the categories perimeters invite player home mods. So they will need to be injected above category 5. And for my example, I have picked Hobbiton by Ozymandias. Hobbiton will perfectly belong in anybody's load order if they're going after a Lord of the Rings themed playthrough. Now into the fifth category. This category is for mods that add new expansive cities and towns. Mods that add to existing cities and towns, like JK Skyrim, will belong in the next category. For my example, I've gone with Hold, Capitals, Towns, and Villages, which adds 6 new villages that are found bordering the outskirts of several towns. The sixth category is for mods that expand or overhaul existing cities and towns. This is the category where you would place JK Skyrim or JK lookalikes. For my example, I have chosen the Great Cities by Soldier of War, which completely revitalizes Rorikstead, Dragonbridge, and cities without any loading screens. The 7th category is for foliage mods. This category is for tree and grass mods that either replace or amplify pre-existing foliage in the game. For my example, I have picked Skyrim Spring Tree, which adds bodies of cherry blossom trees that are found in the Reach area. The 8th category is for mods that change gameplay in its respecting subdivisions. The major ones are combat, magic, and perks. For my example, I've selected Athletic Combat, Realistic Movement, and Dodging. Athletic Combat affects the player's speed when maneuvering forward, backward, and side to side, allowing for there to be timed dodges on your part. The 9th category is for mods that internally affect NPCs. So mods that rework NPC fighting tactics or mods that randomize an NPC's traveling route will belong here. For my example, I have picked Immersive Citizens AI Overhaul PS4, which is one of the more ambitious AI overhaul mods. Immersive Citizens equips NPCs with realistic behavior, which results in NPCs acting and traversing differently every day. The 10th category is for visual, textural, and atmospheric mods. So the HD texture mods that replace any original texture we put in this category. For my example, I have chosen Anna's Skyrim Texture Overhaul 3-in-1. This mod strikingly gives Whiterun, Solitude, and towns a welcoming, fresh coat of paint. This mod is absolutely perfect for people that have played Skyrim countless number of times and looking for a new feel, new vibe. So definitely recommend this mod. Before moving on, in category 10, I have included 3 lighting mods that together do great to emulate the EMB experience. The first 2 are improved shadows and volumetric lighting, and PS4 Relighting Skyrim by Novavac Dalton and Jazzy that when combined greatly improves Skyrim's exterior lighting. The third mod is ELE Interior Lighting Overhaul PS4, which drastically improves Skyrim's interior lighting. Moving on to the 11th category. This category is for audio and FX mods. Mods that remaster any audio file or add visual effects belong in this category. For my example, I have downloaded Fendrix Magic Sounds Improved PS4 and Rain and Snow FX. Magic Sounds Improved edits the frequency of spell sounds, and Rain and Snow FX will cover the player with either rain or snow when the corresponding weathers occur. The 12th category is for UI mods. Mods that modernize the player's menu, like Sky UI, will belong here. For my example, I have picked revised game menu settings. Unlike Sky UI, this mod preserves the original UI and rewrites the player's menu inventory text. The third category is for cheat mods. Mods that deliberately give the player game-breaking bonuses or stats belong here. For my example, I have picked Instant Skill Mastery by Tweely Karth. This mod provides the player with craftable tokens of mastery, and when crafted, will allow you to allocate 100 levels to any of the skill trees. The 14th category is for mods that externally affect NPCs. Mods that give NPCs new hair types, face contours, or clothing belong here. For my example, I've picked Smooth Human Female Faces, which removes wrinkly complexions from all female humanoid races. Also, there are 2 versions of this mod for both Dunmer and Orc faces as well. The fifth category is for weapon and armor mods. Mods that bring new weapons and armor into the game belong here. For my example, I have gone with weapons and armor mod. This mod retextures and combines existing weapons and armor that are purchasable from a new merchant outside of Whiterun. The 16th category is for crafting related mods. Mods that allow existing or new objects to be crafted belong here. For my example, I've chosen Sewing Skyrim PS4. This mod adds a new sewing workstation at several areas in the game that permit the player to craft clothing in the vanilla game. The 17th category is for miscellaneous mods. Mods that don't fit the bill for any of the categories are going to belong here. For my example, I went with No World Borders. This mod removes all of the invisible barriers that would prohibit the player from straying off the map, so you can now adventure as far as you want in any direction. The 18th category is for mods that internally alter weapons and armor. Mods that change armor ratings, damage ratings, weights, or values of player equipment go here. For my example, I picked Clothing to Light Armor PS4, which gives all clothing a realistic armor rating instead of the original 0 armor rating. The 19th category is for mods that instruct to be placed near the bottom of your load order. For my example, I've downloaded PS4 Multiple Followers System, which, like the category, instructs to be placed at the bottom. This mod allows the player to have a total of 6 followers instead of the original 1 follower. The 20th and final category is for mods that attempt to increase your FPS. So mods that disable God rays or prioritize performance over fidelity go here. For my example, I picked PS4 Insignificant Object Remover. This mod removes decorative debris that goes unnoticed, which when enabled gives the player a few extra frames. Once again, thank you for allowing me to host you for a few moments, and I hope my first video went well with you guys. Also, if you have questions, concerns about how to organize your load order, don't be shy in the comments. I'll do my best to accommodate them. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully soon our paths cross again. Goodbye, friends, and God bless.